Yeah, that's absolutely right. Comcast is a rare stock in the green. It's up about 0.5% right now, and that's on an RBC upgrade to outperform. RBC saying that they believe that concerns about subscriber growth are overblown and that there is more potential there. Now, and just looking at Comcast and putting it in perspective, Comcast, which is, of course, CNBC's parent company, that stock is up about 2.5% over the past 12 months, but outperforming a lot of the others in the media space, such as Disney, as well as others in the connectivity space, because, of course, this week we're going to hear from Verizon, AT&T, and then Comcast. And then next week, we will be hearing from T-Mobile. I want to point out that T-Mobile is up 2% right now, and that's on a report that was just out today saying that T-Mobile has made gains, increased its lead over its rivals in terms of 5G speeds and availability. T-Mobile also has the advantage of not being part of that whole issue with the FAA delaying the deployment of 5G around those airports. So we do see T-Mobile shares up today. But just looking at the past year, T-Mobile shares are down 20% over the past year. And it has really been a rough year for the telcos as we go into those AT&T and Verizon earnings. AT&T down 10% over the past 12 months, Verizon down about 8%. And now the focus for those two in particular is really going to shift to what happens now that they've gotten rid of all those media assets. We expect that Warner Discovery deal to close relatively soon, in the next 6 months. So if that happens, what's next in terms of 5G, in terms of mobile subscriber growth? And it is an increasingly competitive space, guys.
Julia, it's interesting when I think about connectivity and the impact on these names. Overall, at least at this point in the economy, demand from consumers seems to be steady. And we know that there's been a shift toward digital consumption of all kinds of things. Omnichannel sort of necessitates some kind of connection, whether it be wired or wireless. So is that part of why analysts are perhaps, warming in some cases to some of these names?
Yeah, I mean, look, you're right that everyone needs broadband, everyone needs mobile service for so many different reasons, and that has become even more evident than ever during the pandemic. I do think for some of these companies, there was this question of whether there was going to be a pull forward of growth during the early part of the pandemic, but we did get early announcements of those actual subscriber numbers from both T-Mobile and from Verizon. I'm sorry, from T-Mobile and AT&T. So we haven't yet gotten those numbers from Verizon, but because we've already gotten a sense of this user growth that's either in line or slightly better than expected, it's really about guidance right now. And I know we've been saying this for a lot of the companies. It certainly was true for Netflix, but what do they expect to come next? There has been so much competition. They've been investing so much in 5G. What's the next thing in terms of enabling them to gain share and also making sure that subscribers upgrade to these next generation services?